If you're talking about Women's Wrestler of the Year, you guys are going to come awfully close. But Cousin Jay knows what route I'm going to go because I want to pull the shocker.
Okay.
Well, if you want to do the best female wrestler in,
I mean, I feel like Jay and I already said what we need to say about ours. So if you want to do it now, we can do it.
Okay. So you guys are going with Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. I mean, she's had the title since WrestleMania and her build-up to that match. And the fact that they did such a shit job by trying to turn Charlotte into a face, and the crowd was not latching on to Charlotte at all. And I knew going into WrestleMania, if you go back to that podcast where we made our predictions for WrestleMania, I specifically said they are going to have a great match, but it's going to be a slow burn because the crowd is not going to be able to pick a side because Charlotte is a natural heel and the crowd has not decided to cheer for Charlotte. They're going to have to slowly build this up to get that crowd into it. And they did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley has been fantastic the whole year. She was fantastic before that. And she has just dominated since. And to me, there is nobody even close to her stratosphere at this current moment.
And just think about this. She's still very young. She's still in her mid-20s. I think 25, 26 years old at this point. Sky's the limit. I mean, she can only get better from here.
Yeah.
I mean, if she gets better from here, I mean, she could be not just an all-time great, the all-time great. If she keeps this up, we are looking at history. I think we all need to enjoy this. We all need to savor this because things like this don't happen very often.
And she's not going to hold the title for 27 years like the great Moolah did.
We don't know that. And if she did, and honestly, if she did, it would be more believable than Moolah doing it.
Spider Lady.
Yes.
The first screw job. The first true screw job, by the way.
Yes.
So Nicole agrees with you guys. She went with Rhea Ripley, and she echoes everything you guys have said about Rhea Ripley. I have to go a little different route because that's how I like to, do it. I like to shake things up a little bit. I like to give appreciation to people who don't typically get it. And that's what this Marky Awards show is all about. Because in a year where a lot of people like Roman Reigns and John Cena's could win it, I gave it to Cody Rhodes for going out there and doing something outside of the WWE realm and making a name for himself and got him the Wrestler of the Year one year. And this year is no different for the winner of the women's Best Female Wrestler Marky Award. Because I'm going with Chelsea.
I think I know where the Brainless One's going here.
You said Chelsea Green?
Chelsea Green.
See, I thought about that too. And not just because I interviewed her. Another interview I'll link down below. But I thought about that too.
She debuted or re-debuted at the Royal Rumble. This was after she was originally with WWE and had the broken wrist and her debut match in the main roster. And then she was supposed to be a big player. And I think it was the Elimination Chamber or the Women's Money in the Bank match. I think it was the Money in the Bank match. And she got hurt. And then she got released. And she went back to Impact, did her thing there, wanted to come back. She returns at the Royal Rumble. She was in the Royal Rumble for no more than 5 seconds. She came in, she said something, she got carried over to the other side of the ring and dumped out. I wasn't ready. Right. It was almost Santino-esque. And I want to say it was back pose that eliminated her, which makes me hate back pose even more than I already did. Hey, SpongeBob, my name is Back. Or Rack Back.
It's Back.
It's Rack Back. Yeah, see, Jay's got it.
Oh, God.
So the fact that she went from being eliminated as quick as she was in the Royal Rumble to arguably being the best returning wrestler since Triple H took over, she has done more with the women's tag. She's done with the women's tag team championships in WWE what Christian Cage has done with the TNT title. And if we're going to give love to Christian Cage today for doing what he's done in AEW for the TNT championship, then we got to do the same thing for Chelsea Green.
Yes. Absolutely.
Those titles became relevant after her and Sonya Deville won the tag team titles, and her and Piper Niven as a tag team has actually worked tenfold. I am predicting it right now. It's not even a prediction, it's a spoiler. 2024 will be the year of Chelsea Green.
Man.
Okay,
Honestly,
is he the one who dethrones Rhea Ripley?
I think it's very possible. It depends on when they want to take the championship off of Rhea Ripley, but I could see it.
yeah,
I see big things for Chelsea Green. She's not going to win the Royal Rumble this year. No. And it's nothing against like her actually winning it. I think she's going to end up being my dark horse when we do the predictions for the Royal Rumble. But I think at some point in 2024, she's going to have one of the two women's titles in WWE.
So like when I talked to her, it was right after Sonya was injured. So that's when she was doing the Chelsea's Got Talent thing, trying to find a new tag team partner. I thought that was very, very smart. Just trying to find anyone, just getting the fans involved, getting people to send her videos and just all that stuff. I thought it was a great idea. She's a heel on TV. She's very nice. She is very, very nice. And she took the time to talk to me when she was home in British Columbia. I thought that was just awesome. She could have easily canceled the interview, but she didn't. So, but with her, she kind of gets it.
Yeah.
Just being from that kind of indie scene beforehand, and that seeing how her husband Matt Cardona handles himself. I think that helps. Yeah, exactly. That helps her out a lot.
Yeah.
But I think my point about her is that she's overcome a lot. You know, she's overcome. I asked her about this. It's like she has 2 broken wrists at very critical times in her career that set her back a lot. And you know what she told me? She's like, I can't be mad about it. I have the best job in the world.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm rooting for her big time, Bobby. I'm rooting for her big time to break out, get a world title run, and just solidify herself as a superstar, an actual superstar. I know they all call themselves superstars, but to solidify herself as a global star in WWE, because I think she can do it.
Yeah.
So while you're mentioning that, I'm wondering, is the special person who shows up on day one as H in San Diego Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona?
It's going to be Hulk Hogan.
Because they said former WWE champion. They weren't specific about
what title.
I
mean, that just opens the doors for anything. That means it could be all we know. Rob Gronkowski could show up because he's technically one.
Kyle Busch.
Never know.
I mean, it could be freaking. Well, it can't be Coco Beware.
Yeah, he's not a former champion. Tim in the chat put timeless Tony Storm as his female wrestler of the year.
It's not a bad pick, man.
He liked your pick, and he said he's mad that they made Samantha Irvin stop announcing Chelsea's name uniquely.
Chelsea Green.
I hate WWE, and you know that was Bucky Beaver's decision too.
Kevin Abreu asking the question: Chelsea Green, Women's Money in the Bank 2024.
I can see it
easily. I think that could happen for sure. Honestly, I don't see who else could win it besides like maybe an established star who's already had it, but like that would kind of be a waste in my opinion.
The only person I could other than Chelsea Green would be Kairi Sane right now.
Shotzi.
If I had to pick, oh God, no. I'll petition to make sure Shotzi's not even in the match. And even if she's in the match, just make sure she doesn't swing a chair. That's all I care about.
Back pose.
I was
supposed to interview her too.
The rack
Unfortunately,
back.
I had to cancel that one.
I don't think that was unfortunate.
No, she seemed nice.
Yeah.
All right.
How about